What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of our MLB Outlooks for the 2025 Major League Baseball season. Today, we are at the New York Yankees. Last season, the Yankees finished 94-68. They won the American League pennant, and then they lost to the Dodgers in 5 games in the World Series. So let's take a look at their free agent list, as they had key pieces all over the place lose. Juan Soto leaves, 15 years, $765 million to the rival New York Mets. Gleyber Torres goes to the Detroit Tigers, 1 year, $15 million. Clay Holmes becomes a starter, goes to the rival Mets, 3 years, $38 million. Alex Verdugo still out there. Tim Hill goes back to the Yankees, $2.85 million on a 1-year deal. John Birdie, a 1-year, $2 million deal, goes to the Cubs. Jonathan Loaizaga goes back to the Yankees, that is, 1 year, $5 million. Tommy Kahnle goes to Detroit, 1 year, $7.75 million. Tim Meza goes to the Pittsburgh Pirates, 1 year, $1.15 million. Anthony Rizzo still out there, just like Alex Verdugo. J.D. Davis and Louis Trevino, that is, get minor league contracts to the Angels and the Giants. Let's take a look at this lineup, because even without Juan Soto, it is still very decent, especially at the top. So taking a look at the projected Yankees lineup this year, it goes a bit like this. Austin Wells, Aaron Judge, Cody Bellinger, who they traded for from Chicago, Paul Goldschmidt, who they signed from St. Louis this December as well, Jazz Chisholm Jr., who of course they traded for last year, Anthony Volpe, Jason Dominguez, Ben Rice, Osvaldo Cabrera. Now here's the thing, you might be wondering, where's Giancarlo Stanton? He is having injury concerns, and he said he might be out. If he needs surgery, it's going to be a very long time. He is going to be out. So sadly, I think Giancarlo Stanton might be sadly nearing the end of his career. I really hope not, because Giancarlo Stanton is one of my favorite players in the league right now. He always has been since his Miami Marlins days. He's just having these elbow issues, and I think if it requires a surgery, he might be out all season. So this happened February, literally a couple weeks ago, so we're going to see how that goes. But going back to this lineup, Austin Wells, 3.4 projected WAR, 721 OPS. That's decent. Aaron Judge, 7.3 projected WAR, the second overall in the power rankings in Fangraphs right now, at 996 OPS. Cody Bellinger, first year in New York with the Yankees, projected 3 WAR, 113 WRC+, 762 OPS. Paul Goldschmidt, first year there, 2.2 projected WAR, 762 OPS projection, and 116 WRC+. Other than that, I mean, Jazz Chisholm, 3.8 WAR. Anthony Volpe, 3.9 WAR. Jason Dominguez, first full rookie year coming up, 2.1 projected WAR, 112 WRC+, a 746 projected OPS. So it's still a very decent lineup, even without a Juan Soto, even without a possibly losing a Giancarlo Stanton. Let's take a look at the bench really quick. Alex Jackson, Oswald Peraza, Trent Grisham, and Everson Pereira. It's decent. They're not really going to get more playing time than what you think, because this lineup seems very durable. It is a lineup that can more than likely stay healthy. I know that a lot of them don't really have injury concerns. Some of them have had injuries in the past, but other than that, I think they'll be a very healthy team, minus the Giancarlo Stanton news. But looking at the pitching rotation, let's take a look at that really quick. So looking at their rotation, they made a couple moves this offseason. Max Fried comes in. He signs from the Braves. Carlos Rodon is still there. Marcus Stroman, there was some drama with him if he was going to want to leave or not. They bring him back. He's still there. Clark Schmidt and Will Warren. It is a starting rotation that is a kind of lackluster towards the back of it, I would say. Clark Schmidt, 3.99, 2.1 projected WAR. Marcus Stroman, 1.2 projected WAR. And Will Warren, a 0.6 projected WAR, a 4.18 projected ERA. When I'm looking at those three, it's kind of lackluster compared to the top two. Max Fried, I'm worried about the injuries he's had in the past, but I think he's going to be decent at Yankee Stadium. He has projected almost 8 strikeouts a game. I'm almost pushing 3 walks per game. But other than that, 3.42 projected ERA. Carlos Rodon right behind him. I think he's going to have a bounce back year this year. Marcus Stroman, Clark Schmidt, Will Warren, especially Stroman and Warren definitely are the question marks in this rotation. Clark Schmidt will more than likely be fine. He was a first-round pick. Moving on to the bullpen, because they also made moves here. They traded for Devin Williams from the Brewers. They gave away Nestor Cortez. Luke Weaver, who had a pretty decent year last year. Ian Hamilton, Fernando Cruz, who they traded for from the Cincinnati Reds. Tim Hill, Mark Leiter Jr., Yoendris Gomez, and Brent Hedrick. When I'm looking at this bullpen, I'm looking at the 2 names they added mainly. Devin Williams, Fernando Cruz. We already know what Luke Weaver has. He's decent. Devin Williams, one of the best relievers in all of baseball, 2.95 projected ERA, 31 projected saves, a 1.4 WAR. Fernando Cruz, they bring in from Cincinnati, a 0.8 projected WAR and a 3.25 ERA. So I think he's going to be pretty decent. And then as well, the pitching concerns, the IL right now. Luis Hill is on the IL. Garrett Cole on the IL, and those are two names that weren't in the starting rotation projected because they are more than likely going to be missing time. Garrett Cole, elbow discomfort. This happened on the 6th, literally a couple days ago. And Luis Hill, this came out like end of February, like literally that last day of February. He was going to have injury concerns this year. And then JT Brubaker, we probably won't see much of, fractured ribs. Hitting wise, Giancarlo Stanton, DJ LeMahieu. So the Yankees lineup currently can be durable, but the guys who are out right now are going to hold them back, especially in the rotation. You're missing a Garrett Cole, you're missing a Rookie of the Year, you're missing a former Cy Young winner. That's going to probably equal some bad things, but I think the Yankees will be able to make up for it, especially in the hitting department. But other than that, thank you all for watching this video about the New York Yankees. The question is, will they get back to the World Series? I really don't know. It's a very big question mark. There's a lot of good AL teams this year. Some teams got better, some teams got worse that were good last year. But I think the Yankees definitely are going to be in the mix. But other than that, thank you all for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. We are getting very close to 300 subscribers. Make sure to subscribe down below. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to comment your thoughts below about the New York Yankees this season. Something I got wrong, who knows? Thank you all for watching. See you next time.